Good morning, students. Yes, students, as we have completed the drainage chapter previously, so today I am going to just recapitulate this chapter. Yes, my dear students, the term drainage describes the river system of an area, means how they are originated from one place to and the water flows to another place. So small streams flowing from different direction came together to form the main river. By this, the rivers they are formed, which ultimately drains into a large water body such as lake or a sea or a ocean. Means the area drained by a single river system is called the drainage basin. As we know that always from one place the river is originated and then it moves to a larger area where the water is drained. So that area is drained by a single river system is called a drainage basin. And any elevated area such as mountain or you can say an upland means land that is maybe it is on some height, so it is known as the water divide, as it is shown in the figure also. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the drainage system in India. So in our country, in our uh, continent, in our subcontinent you can say, the accordingly the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups. One is the Himalayan river and the second is the peninsular river. So dear students, the Himalayan rivers they originated from Himalayas. So they originated from Himalayas. So these are also called as the long rivers because the area they covered by the Himalayan rivers they are uh, longer than the second group, that is the peninsular group. So here the question will come, the differentiate between the Himalayan river and the peninsular river. So it is a very important question, so be careful that this question will be there. One question will be there maybe of the 3 marks or maybe 4. So up to that you have to be careful that there will be a question that differentiate between the Himalayan river and the peninsular river. So as I have told you, they are the longer rivers. They have the water throughout the year because they get the water from snow and rain, and these rivers are called the perennial rivers. Next, the peninsular rivers. So the peninsular rivers, it origin from the peninsular plateau. Okay, here these are the peninsular rivers. As I am discussing the question that differentiate between the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. So here they originate from peninsular plateau, and these are the seasonal rivers and they get water only at the time of rainy seasons, means in rains they get the water, and they are smaller in size and shorter also because they cover less area against the Himalayan river. So that is a differentiate between Himalayan and the peninsular river. Now the main examples are, for the Himalayan rivers, Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra, these are the main rivers, and for peninsular rivers, Narmada, Godavari, Krishna, they are the main river, and a river along with its tributaries is called as the river system. So it may be come in 1 mark also. What is river system? So I am highlighting one more question, that is, what is river system? So this question can also be there in 1 mark. Define river system. So in easy language, the river system means a river along with its tributary is known as the river system. Now I am going to discuss the Indus river system we are having. So I am just showing it with a flow chart. The Indus river system. Here it is. Here. It always move. It originates from Tibet to J&K. Then from J&K to Pakistan. And from Pakistan, the water fell into the Arabian Sea. You can say this is the root of the Indus river system. Now next I am going to discuss about the I am just highlighting its length also. (2900 kilometer). And its tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj. Next is the Ganga. It's a Ganga river system. Now I am going to discuss that. Ganga river system. So it moves originate from Uttarakhand and moves towards and in moves to the West Bengal, and then water fell into Bay of Bengal. Length is 2500 kilometer and mainly tributaries are Yamuna, Ghagra and Kosi. So these are the main tributaries of Ganga river system. And now I am going to discuss with you that is Brahmaputra. Okay, for Brahmaputra I am using the other color, so I will just show it with the flow chart. It always moves by the side of India. It originates from Tibet, then India, enter from the side of the Arunachal Pradesh in India, then Bangladesh, then the water fell into Bay of Bengal. And together the Ganga river system and the Brahmaputra together they make Sundarban Delta in Bangladesh. Sundarban Delta. It's world's largest delta. It is both the rivers they are making there. So this I have discussed about the Bangladesh, and here I am just highlighting it again. I forgot to highlight the length of the Brahmaputra river is it's 2900 kilometer. So things I have discussed, I am just revising it again. The question I have discussed, the differentiate between Himalayan and the peninsular rivers. Then I have discussed the Indus river system, Ganga river system and Brahmaputra river system. I have just highlighted their length. In Indus 2900 kilometer, Ganga 2500, Brahmaputra again 2900. Then together Ganga and Brahmaputra they make the world's largest delta, that is a Sundarban Delta. It is delta. So you have to revise up to now. So we will recapitulate the rest of the chapter in our next video. So it's all for the day.